Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we start unit number 4, living things and their environment. Now let's start with me. The first definition is environment. What is an environment? All those things that are around an organism and which affect its way of life or call its environment. The number and types of animals and plants that live in a particular environment. Everything on the earth is either living or non-living. The next topic is about living things and non-living things. We see many things around us. Man, book, dog, house, plants. Some are living things and while some are non-living things. Man and plants are living things and dog, book and house are non-living things. Living things. Things that have life is called living things. For example, plants, human beings and animals are living things. Non-living things. Things that do not have life is called non-living things. For example, book, house and pan are the examples of non-living things. Characteristics of living things and non-living things. Living things can move, can grow, needs food and water to live, can breathe, can feel, can reproduce. Non-living things. Non-living things cannot move, grow, breathe, feel and reproduce. Non-living things do not need food and water. The next topic is air. About 1/5 of the air is a gas called oxygen. Living things take oxygen out of the air when they breathe. Breathing helps to produce energy for the body. A very small amount of the air is carbon dioxide gas. It is added to the air by burning wood and coal and also by the breathing of animals. Plants use carbon dioxide to make their food. Water. 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered with water. It is contained in the oceans, ice caps, lakes, and rivers. Living things need water because 3/4 of the body is made of water and any changes inside the body takes place in the form of solutions. Without water, living things cannot live. Now, our next topic is producers and consumers. All living things need energy. They obtain their energy from food. On the basis of their eating habits, living organisms are classified into two broad categories. Number 1, producers. Number 2, consumers. Producers and consumers. Now, firstly we discuss about producers. Green plants are called producers. Producers can produce their own food. Only green plants come under this category. Green plants can produce their own food by using sunlight, air, water and minerals. They use this food for their growth and the extra food is stored in the form of fruits and sunlight vegetables to make food by a process called photosynthesis because they make their own food. Now, the next topic is consumers. Use food and so depend on of food. Animals and humans cannot make their own food. They are called consumers. This category includes all animals and human beings because they obtain energy from plants by eating them. On the basis of their source of food, consumers can be divided into three major groups. Number 1, herbivores. Number 2, carnivores. Number 3, omnivores. Herbivores. Herbivores are the animals that eat only plants. These animals are called herbivores. They have special teeth which help them to chew leaves and grass. For example, cow, goat, sheep and deer are some examples of herbivorous animals. The next is carnivores. Some animals eat only the meat or flesh of other animals. These animals are called carnivores. They have special teeth and sharp claws that helps them to grip and tear the flesh of animals. For example, lion, tiger, and wolf are some carnivorous animals. The next is about omnivores. Next topic is omnivores. Omnivores are the animals that eat both plants and animals as their food. They can eat both plants and animals. They are called omnivores. Human beings and some animals are the examples of omnivores. For example, rats, squirrel, pigs, and bears are omnivore animals. I also tell you that human beings are also an example of omnivores. Food chain. Food chain energy passes from plants to animals in the form of a long chain. Grass can eat rabbit, rabbit can eat fox. It is an food chain. Food web. Plant can eat fly, fly can eat bug, can eat bird, bird can eat eagle, eagle can eat rat, rat can eat worm, worm can eat bird, and this is all about a food web. Now the next topic is adaptation of animals. The specific features and habits which support the survival in extreme conditions are called adaptations. Polar regions remain ice covered all through the year. Polar bears live in North Polar or Arctic region. Penguins live in South Polar or Antarctic region. Polar bears. How can polar bears is fitted or adapted to live in its surroundings or environment? It is protected from heat and cold with the help of white and hollow fur traps air. It has thick fat layer under their skin which helps him to keep him warm. It has long stiff hair between the pads. These characteristics help him to protect it from its enemies. Polar bears can swim and catch seals underwater with the help of their long stiff pads. The next is about polar bears. During extremely cold months, polar bears save energy by sleeping roughly 18 to 20 hours every day. Penguins. Penguins are also a cold region animal. It has thick layer of feathers and layer of fat below the skin which help us to keep them warm. It has flipper-like wings and webbed feet. Penguins are excellent swimmers. They can swim with the help of their webbed feet. Camel. Camel is a desert animal. It is also called the horse of desert. It walks very fast in the sand. It rests during the day and looks for food at night. Its long legs keep the body away from the hot sand. Large padded feet provide smooth walk on the sand. Jointed toes prevent sinking into soft sand. They live in very hot places. It has long eyelashes and automatic opening and closing of nostrils help in sandstorm. You can see claws on your screen. Camel can also store water in their bodies for a long time. It also has a hump on their body. Excess amount of food is converted into fat and stored in the hump. When food is scarce, camel uses this fat to survive. This is why camel can live without food and water supply for several days. Now student, we can complete this